23 outs, 2 draws. I cannot keep this. I discussed this, I think, last time about the... Yeah, that's actually fine. The deck losing value as it goes late. I think that this hand's better than a 4 by quite a bit, though. See? It's a start. So my opponent's playing the Saito Humans deck. Yep. Think I'm supposed to trade the Grandmaster for the Painseer here. Do cards actually matter this game? Yeah, I think they do. I think that this trade is where it's at. Maybe I was supposed to just let my opponent get stoked out of the game. Yeah. Ugh. I'm very, very likely dead unless this is an outburst. I think I have to ship that because it's not a Hordling outburst. Well, I'm super dead here, unless my top card's a Hordling outburst. I guess I'm only taking 6, so I have like 2 draws to outburst. Just take out the Shadow Spear. Because if I'm going to win this game, I'm going to be blocking all of my opponent's creatures. They all deal the same amount of damage. But that one does an additional damage if it's being blocked. Okay, dead. I don't think Valorous stance is very good here. I think I want an Outpost Siege out. I don't know if I want Erase in, though. I didn't see Spiteful Returned. Until I do, I'll hold off on it. I could see Spiteful Return just not being a card that people play right now. But if I see it this game, I definitely just bring those in. Because my opponent could also have Herald or Master of the Feast. Like in straight cons, I think I would keep it in. But I think that this set, I think that Strike Leader versus Herald or Master is like probably in favor of the Strike Leader. And I think that where was I going with this? That Spiteful Return is losing ground to other creatures with the addition of, like, especially Shadow Spear to the deck, I think. That's fine. No removal, but I've got 2 lifelink creatures, which are pretty huge here. I might just race my opponent. I think on the draw, this hand might be unkeepable. It's just like very specifically on the play. It's great for a lot of reasons. Well, good luck. Yep. Yeah, this is where the mono black deck really struggles. Oh, wow. So if you get off initiative, like with any of these aggro decks like this, it's really hard to win, I think. And like Bioblade is just so much worse than Wild Slash or like anything that lets you maintain incrementing your board state. Like Wild Slash or Searing Blood in the red decks, or what card was I going with here? Ulcerate. Just the also like the red decks have Rabble Master. I think that Strike Leader might do a little bit of a Rabble Master impression, not a great one, but like there's not a lot of super high impact single cards in this deck. I think the red deck just has so many more, which obviously is why I'm playing with red cards. Instead of these derpy cards. There's so many past formats where like this curve that my opponent had would just be unbeatable. Anyways, there's no reason not to just squad here. My opponent has no good blocks. This card doesn't have the greatest blocks. What do we got on top? That's fine. Put myself in a position where even if my opponent has some kind of crazy sweeper, they're just completely and utterly dead. Just to outpost siege. I didn't see any creatures that I would want to erase, so I'm just going to pretend that card doesn't exist. I think outpost siege is still significantly better than the other options, especially because it pings down all of the 1-drops. This seems fine. Not great, just fine. Oh, my opponent mulliganed? Yeah, there's basically no chance he beats this hand then. This... I don't think I want a second Rabble Master. What do we got? What kind of beatdowns? Okay, well, I'm just going to kill that Pains here. I think that if I prevent my opponent from getting ahead of me on cards this game, I'm going to very easily win. Strike Leader? Oh, Master of the Feast. Well, I guess I gotta dig pretty quickly to an answer then. That was the wrong land, actually. Yeah, the card's just gonna die. Yeah, I just take my 7. I don't think I can afford to trade Rabbles here. So Slash plus Stoke does it? Is that how I want to... I can't... I could do that this turn, actually? Beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a card. Yeah, I think this is how I want to manage this game. Bile Blight. Okay. Well... That's fine. Not the best spot, but my opponent's kind of low on cards. This is another Master. I have issues. If it's a Scarhide, that's actually the worst case scenario, right? Oh. Nope, that's definitely the worst case scenario. Yep, just dead. Okay. Well, lesson learned about boarding in a race. Could I have done something different that game? Could have played the Seeker. Yeah, no. I don't know. I thought my opponent just didn't have a removal spell because of the way that my Rabble Master survived.